So just because one translation says something differently than the other doesn't actually mean that either is incorrect. What is your opinion on Genesis 3:16 with wife's desire contrary to her husband's in ESV? Others say for the husband. Right. Okay. So this person is skeptical, and respectfully so, of the ESV because of this difference. One thing we need to do is actually look at the different translations, see how they word it, but then compare it to the original language and how else that word is translated in Scripture in order to understand what is the most accurate reading. So here is the NIV, and we're going to read the second half of the passage because that's what this is all about. Your desire will be for your husband, and he will rule over you. Okay, let's read the NASB. Yet your desire will be for your husband, and he shall rule over you. Okay, that's pretty consistent. Now let's go to the King James for you KJVers out there. And it says, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. So there's no for, it's actually to. Okay, now let's go to the ESV. This is the one he has a problem with. Your desire shall be contrary to your husband, and he shall rule over you. All right, so what's the answer? Well, we're actually going to go to a website called blueletterbible.org, and this will allow you to do a word study of every language in the passage. So we're going to scroll down and find where that is stated. Thy desire shall be is implied to. All right. Click on that. And we're going to scroll down and see. To is correct. Into is also correct. Toward is correct. Against is also correct. In addition to, concerning, in regard to, according to, by, against, in between, in, within, to, within. Okay, so there's a lot of different ways that it can be translated. And so we're going to scroll down even further. And it's going to show us other passages where that same word was used. So Genesis 1:9, gathered together unto. That's the same word right there, one place. So where's the against? Look right here in Genesis 4:8. That Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him. So when it's saying unto, it can mean a joining, but it can also mean an opposition joining. So keep in mind that God is declaring a curse here. So he's not saying that your curse is you're going to love your husband. No, the curse is that you are going to be against your husband. Now, if you use the word unto or for, then the curse could be that they desire their position. But there's nothing wrong with how the ESV translators translated it, that their desire would be contrary to that of the husband, that there's going to be this conflict. Honestly, they're both accurate translations, and they're both a curse, and we can see both actually true in our society. Translation is not an exact science, not when you're dealing with two completely different grammar structures.